Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Hi there. Good morning. It's Wednesday, December 6th.
Thanks for joining us. It's been a nice week and a nice cool morning, and it's shaping up to be a beautiful day as well.
I just stepped outside for a moment. It's another beautiful day here in San Antonio, Justin.
We've had a good stretch here. I mean, it's been fantastic last few days. One thing we're going to watch for this afternoon and later tonight, some more clouds. It could be a good thing. I'll explain why here in just a second. First, let's take a look outside. It is still beautiful. 55 degrees, calm winds, dew point is at 44. That number's on the rise, and that will play a role in our forecast going forward as well. Our forecast today, 70 degrees. Look for some high clouds to start to stream in, at least more of them, by the afternoon and evening hours. And again, that will play into our forecast a little bit. Weather headlines, sunset alert. Because those high clouds will be moving in this evening from the west, you'll see some more beautiful colors. We've already had several nights here with great sunsets. This is going to be another, I believe. And fog with that humidity, that dew point coming up, as we mentioned. That means more humidity next few days. Patchy fog both Thursday and Friday to start. And quite a bit more cloud cover too. So this is going to be our last kind of sunny day for a while at least. Then our cold front, it's here by midday Saturday. That brings about some pretty significant changes. Gusty winds being the big one by Saturday afternoon. We'll talk more about the timing on that. And what about thunderstorms with the front? Still a small chance of rain. We'll look at that here in just a couple of minutes. But let's get over to Steven now. And how's the morning commute looking?
You know what, Justin, things are looking a lot better than where we started. Let's get a look outside with TransGuide, show you where 410 at Blanco. Traffic's moving along. No big issues that we're seeing. Of course, those long shadows. So just make sure that you have some sunglasses handy this morning. As we take you to our map, the congestion that we had been keeping a close eye on looks to be dwindling down. But a crash has popped up off of the main lanes along I-35. We'll take a closer look at that, but it doesn't appear to be impacting the majority of traffic. Again, just some of that residual slowdown that we see around this hour. A lot of construction will be taking place in and around the Alamo City throughout the month of December and into the early days of January. But if you scan this QR code now, you could get in the know before you have to go. There is plenty of work to take place and, of course, things that could slow you down. We'll have more traffic updates for you throughout the week. RJ Marcus will be in tomorrow. Guys.
Thank you, Stephen. Now to our top story of the morning. Investigators here in Bexar County and up in Austin are still trying to make sense of that deadly spree of violence.
Left a total of 6 people dead, including 2 here, and 3 others were injured. Our Katrina Weber is outside the home where the local victims were found and tells neighbors are in disbelief.
And by all accounts here, the couple who was murdered in that home right there were nice, friendly people. Yet the sheriff says that someone was upset with them enough that they ended their lives. The deputies made the discovery yesterday evening after getting a call from police up in Austin. They had arrested a suspect in a shooting spree there who they say had ties to this home here in East Bexar County. The sheriff says deputies forced their way into the home on Port Royal Street, not far from Gibbsboro Road, and found the 2 people dead inside, crammed into a small room. Neighbors noticed the commotion outside. One man told me he had regular conversations with the man who lived in that house.
He cut his grass, the yard, do my yard, and he, hey, wave all the time. He's a good man. That
neighbor says the couple did have an adult son who lived here, but we don't know the name of the suspect in this case. The sheriff says that suspect, though, left here, then went to Austin and shot 7 other people there, killing 4 of them. Among the 3 who were shot and wounded were 2 law enforcement officers. And so far, no names have been released, but we're told that the victims here were in their 50s. The sheriff also said that the suspect in this case is in his 30s, and investigations are continuing both here in Bexar County and in Austin. Reporting from East Bexar County, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
And moments ago, we just learned that the Austin American-Statesman has now identified the suspect as 34-year-old Shane James.
Travis County records show James is in jail and charged with capital murder of multiple persons and several out-of-county misdemeanors. We're going to continue to follow this story.
Let's get you caught up on the rest of the day's news. Today's 9 at 9. FBI Director Christopher Wray is saying the terror threat level right now is the worst it's been since the days right before 9/11. Threats to the U.S. are at an all-time high with the war raging between Israel and Hamas. A number of terror groups, including ISIS and Al-Qaeda, are using social media to call for attacks, including here in the U.S.
Tonight, four of the people seeking the GOP nomination will be front and center, trying to take the spotlight from frontrunner former President Donald Trump. Former governors Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy all qualified for the fourth Republican presidential debate. Former Governor Asa Hutchinson didn't qualify for the debate, but says he is still in the race.
The late Justice Sandra Day O'Connor will lie in repose at the Supreme Court on Monday, December 18th. That's one of the memorial ceremonies in her honor that will take place over the course of 2 days in Washington, D.C. O'Connor passed away Friday at the age of 93. A private funeral service will take place for the history-making justice at National Cathedral on Tuesday, December 19th.
Another sign of the cooling economy, the number of job openings across the country has fallen to its lowest level since the spring of 2021. The Labor Department says employers had a little over 8.7 million jobs available at the end of October, but that's still more than one job for every single unemployed person in the country.
The new jobs numbers are helping to push down some stocks in yesterday's trading. The Dow closed off 0.2%, while the S&P lost less than 0.1%. The Nasdaq finished higher, up 0.3%.
New questions are being raised by federal regulators over Exxon's plan to buy shale oil producer Pioneer Natural Resources. The FTC is now asking for more information about the proposed $60 billion deal.
Thousands of Dodge vehicles are being recalled due to problems with headlights and turn signals. The recall includes various 2023 and 2024 Dodge Ram trucks. The owners of the affected vehicles will be notified by letter next month.
Meta is disconnecting its cross-chat apps this month. That means users will no longer be able to call or chat with Facebook friends on Instagram. Any existing cross conversations will become read-only. The move is apparently aimed at keeping the company complying with a new European Union law.
White Claw, which is famous for the alcoholic seltzers it introduced in 2016, is now rolling out non-alcoholic versions of its drinks. White Claw 0% alcohol will be available in 4 fruit flavors starting on New Year's Day. The company's marketing them as a low-calorie alternative to some sports drinks. And that's today's 9 at 9. In your morning headlines, the NCAA has decided to quit messing around and just have schools pay their players directly. And the FAA is looking into mental health help for pilots.
Amazon Prime has some Prime airline ticket prices for student members. And soccer great Lionel Messi has his face plastered all over a magazine. David Sears is here with your morning headlines.
Considered one of the greatest athletes ever, if not just in soccer, but maybe all around in all sports. So we'll show you where his picture is now coming up. But first, strike while the iron is hot. The NCAA getting a lot of attention again. First, it was the team's pick for the playoff, leaving out undefeated Florida State. That caused a national crisis. Now we are back to talking about paying players. NCAA President Charlie Baker has some ideas for new rules. The new rules would allow for a subdivision. Basically, if a school wants to be a member of the subdivision, they have to buy in. Each school would set up a trust fund and put in a minimum of $30,000 for at least half of their athletes per year. This would allow schools to directly pay athletes for name, image, and likeness. Those schools could actually pay their athletes more money, or they could spread it out and pay more athletes. One of the objectives is for the athletes to use the money to further their education in the summer or after their careers, but there are no restrictions on how they can spend that money. The new proposal also has to follow Title IX regulations. That means the money would be split equally between men and women athletes.
This has been a long time coming. There has been a crescendo over the last, say, several years, and certainly over the last decade, where it became something where people were calling everywhere from all corners of the sports world. You've got to give athletes some of the money.
The athletic director at Ohio State, Gene Smith, tweeted out that he is 100% on board, although we are starting to hear from some other folks involved in college sports that aren't so happy with the idea. Another part of the plan, maybe the most interesting part of the proposal, those schools in the subdivision would basically get to make up their own rules when it comes to recruiting, transfers, roster size, and a wide range of other policies. What they don't tell you is how this is going to affect smaller schools. And while we're on it, what about the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments that includes mid-majors and even smaller schools? By the way, the NCAA has to vote on the proposal, and it could be at least a year before anything is implemented. There are still a lot of little things to iron out. Some new policies from the FAA could be on the way when it comes to pilots and mental health. It's a reaction to the Alaskan airline pilot who tried to crash a plane while he was off duty but hitching a ride. So the FAA forming a special mental health rulemaking committee. That committee will be made up of experts from medical and aviation communities. Their goal is to come up with a plan for pilots to seek care for mental issues. We'll also be looking into new rules for air traffic controllers. The recommendations will be made next March. Amazon trying to help out some of their Prime student members by offering cheap flights for them to get home for the holidays. The price, just $25. The deals actually started yesterday. They'll run today and again tomorrow. The company putting up 1,000 tickets starting at 8 o'clock our time. If you're a member and don't get the $25 ticket, you can get a promotional code worth $25 off a ticket price. If you want to be a Prime student, you have to be 18 to 24 years old or enrolled in a 2- or 4-year college. And there is the magazine, and there's the guy on the cover. That is Lionel Messi. He is now on Time magazine, and he is the Athlete of the Year. He led Argentina national team to the World Cup title. He was also named the World's Player of the Year for the 8th time. Messi made a huge move this summer. Remember, he joined the MLS team in Miami. And remember, we told you he had 6 jerseys that were worn at the World Cup during all that run that he made in the win. They were up for auction, and the opening bid was like $5.2 million. Of course, the auction goes on until the 14th, so they expect it to be one of the highest collection of jerseys. I don't know if they'll ever catch Michael Jordan, but it could get close. So.
It's a rare company for sure.
So for $5.2 million, you could have some Lionel Messi's jerseys with some sweat on them.
That's right.
With some sweat on.
That's right.
Famous sweat.
David,
Famous
thank
sweat.
you.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, we should out real quick. We learned today that legendary TV producer Norman Lear has died.
He created sitcoms like All in the Family and The Jeffersons, and he was 101 years old.
Right now, 9:09, 54 degrees.
Later today, we will be hosting a phone bank to raise awareness about the children's shelter. And one of the many great things they do is offer services and programs for foster care. And one local foster family told us the programs were so supportive that they are now adopting.
We loved that we were able to kind of go at our own pace, whether we wanted to go really quickly or we wanted to go really slowly. I think we want to keep going. I want to keep going forever.
More on that, plus a former NFL running back and Marshall High School graduate, now kicking back at his retirement, enjoying fishing and helping kids in our community at the same time. Welcome back. If you've lived in San Antonio for a while now, you might be familiar with the name Priest Holmes.
That's right. He's a former All-Pro NFL running back and Marshall High School graduate who continues to give back to our community.
Now in retirement, these days Holmes is turning his football, replacing his football for a fishing pole. RJ Marquez got to sit down with him and talk about how he's using fishing to help kids in our area.
You gotta have some stank on the end of that. You gotta have some, yeah. You gotta have some of that on the end.
It's a peaceful day at the lake for a running back who is known to punish defenses.
It seems like a therapeutic thing for you guys to do out here.
Yeah, and the small rippling effect of the waves that are coming through here, just calming, it gives you a chance to just focus, relax.
That feeling is what San Antonio football great Priest Holmes wants to give hundreds of local kids.
It is fishing lines at Christmas time. It's an annual event that I do here.
We sat down to do a bit of fishing and some talking before Saturday morning's free event at Southside Lions Park.
So I love it when I get a chance to see these kids walk away with a free fishing rod. Their excitement when they see these worms and they're digging their hands in the cups.
Priest says it's another chance to give underserved kids opportunities they may not have.
They're more than 2 or 3 minutes from this lake at Southside Lions, and they may not have ever gone fishing.
And much like football, it's a team effort. The Priest Holmes Foundation also works with Reverend James Robinson of Gospel Vision Ministries to give back during the holidays.
Why do you give to people? Why do you give to the homeless? It's them today, it could be us tomorrow, so you never forget where you came from. Priest is down to earth, he's a friend, he's just somebody you really want to be around.
It's about being able to be that beacon of light and being a source and a resource and be able to, allow for God to work through me.
And it's all about casting a line and having a good time.
To come out and fish and have a really great time with their parents and other people in the community.
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
And in case you're wondering about Saturday's event, we checked online briefly, and the event is said to be sold out.
Oh, wow. Well, I can see that.
Popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun there, by the way. Southside Lions, really, they stock that pond a lot with fish, and
Yeah.
It's good times.
It is a good time when they do that.
Yeah, the kids are going to love that. Weather this weekend, we are getting a cold front on Saturday, so it's going to get a little windy and then cooler by Sunday. But the forecast next few days is still pretty nice. Let's go outside for you. We've got 55 degrees at the airport, 56 in New Braunfels, 54 Seguin. Still in the 40s in Kerrville. That's one of the cool spots. It's chilly there this morning. It was down in the 30s earlier, but we're seeing that big warm up. Now with clear skies, we won't see clear skies all day long. We'll start to see some high clouds increase this afternoon, but at least do lunchtime. 67 is what we're predicting for noontime, and then high right around 70 today with some thin cirrus clouds working in late this afternoon and into this evening and tonight. Temperatures dip down into the 50s by 8 o'clock and eventually down to 54 by 9 p.m. Let me show you the water vapor here, and this gives you a good idea of where the moisture is in the atmosphere. And you'll notice it's kind of milky white here. So we're starting to see more moisture increase, mainly in the high levels. And I'll take you back out west to Mexico. There's no rain out here, but you see these thin cirrus clouds. That's what we'll be working in this afternoon. And I want to point this out because it's going to make for another great sunset. Get the cameras ready. Send the pictures in to KSAT Connect. We love looking at them, but this is where I think we'll see some of those good colors tonight. It looks like it should be a great sunset. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s. Best viewing time, 5:30 to 6 roughly. Sunset's around 5:35. Check it out. Here's the forecast. And not only will we see an increase in high clouds starting tonight, but by tomorrow morning we'll see an increase in the low clouds and patchy fog. So your Thursday morning commute, there could be a little bit of fog to deal with. I don't think it's going to be super widespread, but there will be some of it around. And then clouds stick around for most of tomorrow. So it's a mostly cloudy day on your Thursday. You'll feel the humidity a little bit more. By Friday, we do it again. Some patchy fog, maybe some patchy drizzle too Friday morning. And then the clouds will burn off. We'll get sun Friday afternoon. Friday, by far, is our warmest day. Once we get the sun during Friday afternoon, that'll push temperatures up into the 70s. Then we got our changes on Saturday. Here comes our front. Thin line of showers and maybe a storm or two to our northeast along this front. The window for us is pretty small. It would be during the mid-morning hours if we're going to get any rain, and it won't add up to much. Front comes through, turns windy by Saturday afternoon. It looks like temperatures will kind of just level out on Saturday, somewhere in the upper 60s, right around 70. So not terribly cold, but we'll get a good north wind, and it will be gusty throughout the afternoon. Now, when it does turn cold, that's Saturday night into Sunday morning. We get clear skies, winds lighten up, and I think we'll get temperatures in the 30s. I do want to point out that along this front, there could be some severe weather. It's just not for us. It'll be across far east Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas a little bit later in the afternoon as that front moves east of us. We're just missing out on the rain for the most part. The dew point trend, so the air's pretty dry today, but it builds. We get dew points in the 50s tomorrow, 60s by Friday. So that's the humid stretch. And then once the front comes through, it becomes much drier with that northerly wind. And it's not until the middle part of next week that we get the humidity back. So here it is laid out in your 7-day forecast. 70 tomorrow, 76 Friday. I mentioned that's probably our warmest day. Front Saturday morning, windy, down to 38 Sunday morning. So church is going to be chilly on Sunday morning, 62. It's sunny on Sunday, and then look for great weather again next week.
In all the time we've worked here, you've never said the phrase, church is going to be chilly.
Church is going to be chilly.
Yeah. All right. Well,
coats.
We'll grab a jacket and a coat. Thank you, Jessica.
You got it.
Guys, for the snort. 9:19, 56 degrees.
We'll be right back.
2 officers hurt by suspected drunk drivers are doing okay today. Getting caught drunk driving could cost you upwards of $17,000, and that's not all.
Attorney fees are more expensive. Your insurance is more expensive, especially if you end up on probation. Your fees for that will cost you more.
Watch the full story on KSAT.com and KSAT's YouTube page.
Our Know My Neighborhood series continues to make some progress in the areas we've featured so far.
Last month, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office made a promise to Alamo Ranch residents that there would be a larger law enforcement presence, and so far that seems to be the case.
Sheriff's promise came soon after we spoke to neighbors about their crime concerns in Alamo Ranch, and last night John Paul Barajas got to hear from more neighbors who got a chance to speak directly to the sheriff.
Right now, it seems like they're making themselves more visible than previous.
I saw my first motorcycle mounted Bexar County Sheriff's deputy today. And the mobile command posts over here in Alamo Ranch, the cruisers, patrolling.
Progress. Alamo Ranch residents say they're happy to see it just weeks after voicing concerns about a lack of law enforcement and a rise in crime during KSAT's Know My Neighborhood series.
Criminals want to find, like water, the easiest way in. So if it's too tough, they're going to move on.
September 31st to November 20th, deputies responded to 158 suspicious calls, 70 calls of burglary, 22 confirmed thefts from vehicles, and 18 thefts of vehicles, just in the area stretching from 1604 to Talley and Wiseman to Culebra.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a pretty big geographical area, a big patrol district, and cut it up into several smaller districts. That's the plan that we'll be presenting. And then instead of just putting 1 or 2 deputies in this area, you may see upwards of 4, 5, or 6 on a shift.
Sheriff Javier Salazar explains on top of adding extra deputies to patrol Alamo Ranch, they plan to set up a substation in the area, but a timeline on that still needs to be ironed out.
In the interim, the sheriff's office has placed this mobile unit in the area so working deputies can respond to calls faster. Right now, it's at the HEB, but they can move it to where they think it's needed most.
I don't have numbers in front of me, but I can tell you just anecdotally speaking, before we started that operation and when we started the operation, we were getting in vehicle pursuits with suspected car burglars just about every night. Now those are starting to happen with a lot less frequency.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
The sheriff says the mobile substation has been in the Alamo Ranch area for the past few weeks. He also says he's planning additional presentations for this month.
We will keep you posted on those dates when we get them, and we're going to feature a new edition of Know My Neighborhood in a couple of weeks on the 18th, featuring Dignity Hill.
Right now, 9:25, 57 degrees. There's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including a family continuing to search for their missing loved one. Why? The woman's daughter believes her mother's disappearance may be the reason for a recent theft.
And the heartwarming story of how one local family was encouraged to go from having foster kids to having adopted children and loving a loving family of their own. Tomorrow will mark 13 years since Pauline Diaz disappeared without a trace after leaving her job at the HEB on Southeast Military at Goliad.
Today, her family continues to search for answers, and now they believe Pauline's disappearance may be the reason behind a recent theft.
As Patty Santos reports, the Diaz family hopes that by sharing surveillance pictures and keeping Pauline's name in the headlines, it could lead them back to her.
Started yanking it and yanking it and yanking it.
Juanita Diaz says she does not recognize the woman in the video ripping a magnet off her truck Sunday morning. The magnet, a mobile flyer for her missing mother, Pauline.
Parks next to the truck. She gets off and she starts ripping it off the vehicle.
The home surveillance video only shows a silhouette of the suspect, but Juanita believes the vehicle may be a shade of red.
Don't know who this lady is. Apparently this person might know something and she's just afraid that, she could be part of it, of my mom's missing.
Juanita says the theft happened just days after a podcast interview about the search for her mother. The 63-year-old was last seen leaving work at the HEB at I-37 and Southeast Military on December 7, 2010. Surveillance video showed her speaking to a woman before heading to see her estranged husband. 13 years later, Juanita believes the theft may be a message.
I think these people want it to end, want me to shut up and not say anymore and just drop it. But I'm not.
Both San Antonio Police and the Bexar County Sheriff's Office have been notified about the magnet theft. Should there be a link to Pauline Diaz's case?
I'm not going to stop being a voice of my mom.
Anyone with information on Diaz or the woman in the video is asked to call the Bexar County Sheriff's Office at 210-335-TIPS. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Let's look out there with live cam. It's shaping up to be another beautiful day, but I kind of like these kinds of weeks because it's a little something for everybody. And you can wear a sweater and then you can wear shorts later in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's true. You get a lot of back and forth with this dry air, cold mornings, nice afternoons. That's exactly what we've seen. That does start to change a little bit in the next couple of days because humidity, our good friend humidity, makes a return. And what about the sunsets? I know we've gone on about this a lot, but they have just been so incredible. This is a really cool drone shot out of San Antonio showing sunsets over the last couple of days, or one of the sunsets, and the colors have just been brilliant. I think we're going to see that again this evening, by the way. So get the cameras ready, get the drones ready, and send in those pictures so we can share them on KSAT Connect. Here's a look at the pollen count today. It's just molds and it's low, 320. Mountain cedar is not there. But let me tell you, I think as we head into the weekend, mountain cedar will start to pick up, and here's why. We're going to get some gusty north winds on Saturday, and that should kick up the mountain cedar, at least in theory. Can't guarantee it, but I would just be prepared for it Saturday and probably Sunday too, the day after. A lot of that cedar pollen tends to stick around. So our forecast today, noontime, 67, sunny. We'll go mostly sunny with some of those thin high cirrus clouds this afternoon. 70 is our high, and we'll probably be right back there again tomorrow. But keep in mind that tomorrow cloud cover will be a lot thicker. We'll see a lot more clouds, and then that cold front on Saturday. We'll detail the timing on all that once again for you and get you your weekend forecast here in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, Justin. Feeling loved even just once changes a child's life.
Well, yesterday on the news at 5, we told you how KSAT Community is partnering with the Children's Shelter, which offers foster care services and programs, and the need now has never been greater.
If you missed that story, you can watch it again online at KSAT.com or on our YouTube page. But as one local family, foster family, told our Courtney Friedman, those programs were so supportive, they are now adopting children.
Pure joy. A feeling every child deserves.
We've been foster parents since 2020, so a little over 3 years now. And it originally started with us having infertility issues and then wanting to be a family.
Misty and Mark Rodriguez have had as many as 7 foster children come through their home in 1 year.
We had 1 at a time, or the most we had was 2 at a time, but it didn't feel overwhelming. It felt really good to have the kids in our home.
They say that's because of the Children's Shelter foster programs. They went through training and have felt support through the entire journey.
Every time somebody would come into our home from the Children's Shelter, one of the first things they asked us is, do you need anything? So if you needed diapers or a car seat.
While fostering can be tough at times, the couple says the intangible gift they've been able to give is worth every second.
You don't know at that point if they've ever even felt love or a healthy environment. So you're now established to provide that for them.
They've already adopted 2-year-old Mia and are in the process of adopting another toddler. And they hope other families will make the call to learn about the Children's Shelter foster program.
We loved that we were able to kind of go at our own pace, whether we wanted to go really quickly or we wanted to go really slowly.
And it sounds like they're probably not done fostering.
I think we want to keep going. I want to keep going forever. We might take a pause, but we definitely want to keep going. I don't think we're ready to stop.
Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
And later today, we will be hosting a phone bank to raise money for the Children's Shelter. When you call in, you can learn more about their foster care programs and how your contributions will make a difference. The phone bank will begin at noon and will go until 7 p.m. The number to call will be released closer to noon, so you can find more information at ksatcommunity.com.
The threat of a recession has been looming for quite a while now, and whether one comes or not, you're probably feeling the weight of higher prices on just about everything.
It's hitting a key part of our economy, especially hard small businesses.
Max Massey checks in with a few small businesses here to see how they're managing.
We have been in business here in San Antonio for 5 years. Originated out of Lubbock, Texas. It's going to get a little loud.
For Frank Jimenez and Jimenez Panaderia, it's not been an easy path, considering in their first couple years, they had to deal with the pandemic.
Of course, everyone's trying to stay afloat.
Then, the subsequent inflation.
One cortado.
Inflation hitting small businesses across the board.
There's been a retraction in the market, and so we've seen about a 30% reduction.
Brock Dyson, the managing partner of Two Peas in a Pot, he works with construction companies and food trucks.
The basic average costs have increased.
The other issue that small businesses have that big businesses don't is they don't have the resources to weather the effects of inflation.
David McPherson, an economics professor at Trinity, telling me inflation is still persistent. And really, this economic situation, it could get worse before it truly gets better.
2008 is probably not likely, but some sort of recession is more likely than not.
Even today, we're seeing the impact. The popular San Antonio restaurant, Sangria on the Berg, announcing on their Instagram that they're closing December 31st in what they describe in part rising costs and declining sales.
Within the past couple of years, it's been at least a good 25% increase.
For these small business operators, they tell me they are doing all they can to fight inflation.
I've actually increased my prices 3 times within the past 2 years, just because we have to stay afloat and to meet the minimal margins.
Being transparent with our customers and listening to our team are truly the 2 avenues that we've identified to help us at least grow or maintain, but it all starts with your people.
And there is cautious optimism.
Small businesses like us, we can't go too long when the economy goes for, several months.
Max Massey, KSAT 12 News.
9:37, 57 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9. Oh, there they are.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we were told they were just frolicking.
Yeah, and now they're still, but we can see them. Yeah, they were splashing around earlier, Hippocamp, but you could see them clearly today.
Yeah, you can actually see them. I've been led to believe there's a paid informant out there and that they tipped them off and we're about to take the camera.
Like, hi.
Oh, wait, there we go.
He's like, hi, Mark.
That is the best cameo yet.
We love it.
Last week, we held a town hall about financial scams and what to look out for. If you missed it, you can watch it again on the KSAT community section of KSAT.com.
Being in the midst of the holiday shopping season, experts say cyber criminals are out in full force, and ABC's Rena Roy has tips on how you can keep your money safe while buying gifts online this year.
'Tis the season for holiday shopping, and that means it's important to stay vigilant online.
We are in such a rush to get the right gifts, to get the right deal, to do what we think we need to do during this season to make it pleasant for ourselves and our family and our loved ones. I caution all to be very cautious before we engage, before we provide our financial data.
As millions of Americans check off their gift lists, experts warn cybercrime is on the rise.
We recently did a survey with Ipsos, and what we found were about 30% of individuals in America have been victims of some sort of cybercrime.
Tammy Hudson, a cybersecurity client officer for Wells Fargo, says artificial intelligence has made some scams more sophisticated and tougher to spot.
Threat actors using artificial intelligence and specifically bots to gain user credentials, steal assets, and get other information that users, more common than not, put out on social media, various social platforms, and the threat actors use that to build a profile in order to more easily guess what those credentials may be.
But there are things you can do to keep your money safe. Hudson says keep the security software on your devices up to date, change your passwords regularly, avoid using public Wi-Fi, and double check the link and name of the website you're on.
Make sure that that URL, which are the letters within that website address, has HTTPS instead of just HTTP. The S on the end of that website indicates that it is secure.
You should also avoid saving your personal and financial information on a site. Instead, Hudson recommends typing it in each time you make a purchase. And the safest method of payment? Credit card.
When you are using a credit card, there is a certain amount of historical information that is attached to that credit card. Typically, threat actors don't like to engage with the use of credit card because of that tracking.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
58 degrees. Nice warm up out there.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, temperatures are jumping up pretty quick again today. It'll be another beautiful afternoon. But before we get to talk about the beautiful weather today, we've got to talk a little bit about Christmas. A lot of people have been asking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw Sarah Spivey's video yesterday.
Yes.
Where she said she was, I think, Scrooge Sarah. All right. She was putting the damper a little bit on the whole snow idea around Christmas, but
truthful.
It is what it is.
Realistic.
That's just the way it is. My kids ask me every year, is it going to snow on Christmas? And the answer is probably
You need
not.
to lie to them, Justin.
I know.
Just tell them in some other city, yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah, it's somewhere. 2022 last year was our lowest temperature we've ever seen on Christmas, if you were curious. 22. Our warmest was in 2016. We got up to 80, and we can be anywhere in between that. That is the beauty of South Texas this time of year, depending on if a cold front comes through. So yeah, we can be anywhere in that range, and so just keep that in mind. But we are not close enough to tell you with any sort of great confidence what the weather will be like on Christmas yet, but stay tuned and we'll keep you posted. We can give you averages here and kind of a general idea, and yes, the odds of of getting snow are very low, as Sarah pointed out in her article, if you want to check it out on KSAT.com. High temperatures today, very comfortable for December. 70 degrees here in San Antonio, 66 Bernie, 68 Canyon Lake, 69 in New Braunfels. And as we look at the big picture here across the country, there is some lake effect snow going on in New York, so there is some snow falling somewhere, as Steph pointed out, just not here. And there's going to be a little bit of snow piling up there in parts of upstate New York. Then out west, we've got rain and snow moving in across the Pacific Northwest. This is the storm system that will eventually work its way towards us. So the dew point trend over the next several days, dry, fairly dry today, but dew points increase, so our clouds increase, chance of fog increases Thursday and Friday into early Saturday, but by mid-morning on Saturday, cold front comes through and sweeps all that humidity away. We're back into the dry air. Let me show you the forecast for fog here tomorrow morning. If you're going to be commuting early, know that there will be some fog around, patchy fog, but likely around San Antonio into the hill country. And then we'll probably see that again on Friday. So tomorrow, we get some of that patchy fog early. Clouds probably hold on for a while tomorrow, so mostly cloudy. Then Friday morning, we do it all again, maybe some drizzle mixed in there too. And then by Friday afternoon, sun pops out. Friday afternoon will be warm. But again, that all changes on Saturday with our cold front. Thin line of rain with this Saturday morning, and then it turns windy. And temperatures probably just kind of hold steady rest of Saturday, right around 70 degrees or so. So it's not terribly cold, but you will notice the difference Sunday morning because temperatures will dip all the way down to 38. Not only Sunday morning, but Monday morning too. So a couple of really chilly mornings here, likely a freeze in the hill country. 60s for highs Sunday and Monday. And then Tuesday we'll start to bring back in more clouds. But no, there will be a few changes next couple of days, and then that big change coming up on Saturday. And I think we're all hoping that things change for the Spurs a little bit too. Something's got to change, right?
It can happen today.
You would hope so. It is game day. David Sears is back.
Game day.
Yeah.
The Spurs in Minnesota tonight. Minnesota is one of the best teams in the league. Last year, I think they have the best record in the West, or they're right at the top of the West.
Well, weirder things have happened.
So you're saying our losing streak ends tonight?
It's going to be tough against the best team in the West because they've got more wins in this. I think the Spurs have more losses or something like that. But anyway, so the Spurs trying to end their 14-game losing streak.
Okay.
So here's what you want to watch for tonight, because they start at like 6:30, so y'all might get to see the first couple of minutes of the game.
Well, that's a plus.
Yeah.
They've had 4 days off.
Okay.
They didn't play. Last Friday was the last game they played.
Oh, yeah.
So they've been practicing. And one of the things that they've been working on that we noticed this week was that Pop was working with Victor Wembanyama on his post play. So we may see, remember how Tim Duncan used to play in the low post, like down near the basket, just outside the free throw line and down outside the lane, you know? Maybe Victor's going to start doing a little more down there.
I see.
So they've been working on the post play. So there he is. So see, he's at 7'3", 4, or 5, whichever day of the week it is.
But depending on what shoes you're wearing.
What shoes he's wearing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the guy doesn't have to do much to get to the basket real fast.
No.
So look for that. Look for that change.
Okay.
And then look in, 4 days of practice probably has done this team a world of good. So they play Minnesota tonight, then they come back home on Friday and play Chicago. Now, Chicago's not a very good team.
Okay.
Chicago's in the lower end of the win-loss record.
All right, so it's not tonight. Maybe
so
against
if it's
the
not
Bulls.
tonight, they got a good chance.
The tanking, I mean, the losing streak will end, right?
You said it.
Possibly.
You brought that word up really early in the season.
I didn't. Somebody else did. I was just.
Oh, you just repeated somebody else.
Just not much happens by accident for our Spurs, so I'm just saying.
You know what's sad, though, is when you go look at their schedule and all you see is these red L's going all the way down. It's like, man, it's a little early in the season for that. They got 14 of them.
Well, hopefully we'll get those red L's out of the way.
I hope so, because remember the record is 16 in a row.
16?
16 losses in a row is a record. That was last year.
No pressure.
So.
No pressure, Spurs.
Thank you, David. Go Spurs, go. 9:49, 59 degrees.
And that's it. Season 32 of Dancing with the Stars has come to an end, and a new winning couple now holds a mirror ball. When we come back, a recap of last night's finale.
Actress Xochitl Gomez and her partner Val Smirkovsky began their night with a perfect score, and then did it again with their freestyle routine. In the end, judges' scores and viewer votes named them the Season 32 Dancing with the Stars champions. Mirrorball, Emmy, Oscar? Is that how it works?
Oh!
Ooh, I don't know. That's a great schedule. I love that. We'll see if I can get there. If I really put my mind to things, I can actually fully do them, and I can do them with a lot of confidence and actually execute them really well and have fun during all of it.
We had a blast every single week, and every time we made it further, it felt like this type of feeling.
Singer Jason Mraz and his partner Daniela Karagach danced their way to second place.
I got new dancing skills. I reached into my heart and found places in my body that I never knew were in there. I feel like I have fireworks exploding in my heart.
Finishing in third, Ariana Maddox and her partner Pasha Pashkov.
I'm really emotional, obviously. To say goodbye to this experience and the entire process has just been amazing.
Former Bachelorette Charity Lawson echoed those emotions. She and partner Artem Chigvintsev came in fourth.
These dances tonight were my best dances I've ever done, and I just feel so relieved and happy and very proud of myself and Artem.
The lesson of the season comes from fifth place finisher Allison Hannigan.
Don't let fear hold you back, and just don't be afraid to try something.
Did you teach her that?
She taught me that.
So season 32 is a wrap, and while it's not official yet, we do expect to be back in the ballroom next year for season 33. In Los Angeles, George Pinocchio for ABC News.
All right, one last look at the forecast. Near 70 this afternoon and tomorrow. Look for more clouds next couple days. Cold front still scheduled for Saturday.
So one has to wonder if our very own Stephen Cavazos will one day grace the screen on Dancing with the Stars, because you won't see him on KSAT after today.
Well, maybe when they come back with season 32 or 3 or whatever 33. It is. Maybe season 50. Maybe you'll see me back on.
Are you a good dancer?
Mark, that's I'll tell you after the show. But yeah, today's my last day, and this is my last newscast, and just wanted an opportunity one more time to say thank you to our viewers. But one other thing I wanted to mention is, obviously working with you guys and my amazing colleagues here at KSAT. You guys have inspired me every single day and have made me a better journalist, a better person, but not just the people that are obviously here on the desk with me, people behind the scenes, our producers, our leadership, so many people to name. I wish I could say that we had more than just a few seconds to tell everybody here. Mike, of course. Yeah, glad I got to meet him. And no, I'm not Mike. Everyone thinks that I'm Mike, but I think I've been able to pivot in a different roles during the pandemic. There I am interviewing Bernie Sanders way back in the day. So I feel like I've done it all here at KSAT. And again, my heart is so full. I'm so thankful to have worked here. Thank you to my parents for the support. And I just wanted to say I can't wait to share what's next with you all.
Well, it's been a joy to have you.
Miss you, man.
Stephen. So proud of you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, and thanks for joining us.